Hello folks, it's Chris in Arena Studio Crew. If you want to know what all the guitar players that come in the studio get wrong every time they come and record, then this is the video for you. Thanks for sticking around. Always remember the hashtag Arena Studio Crew, and please give us a like and a subscribe. You know, it really makes my day. So what is this irritating thing that I see from all the guitar players and the bands that come and record in the studio? It's a really simple thing: tuning. You know, so many guitar players will come into the studio with great guitars and rigs and amps and set up, but the thing that they neglect more than anything is tuning. And I've got a little tip coming up very, very soon for you, which is going to have quite a dramatic impact, which is a tip that I picked up years ago when I was doing lots of session work in the studios. And for me, I see what I was always taught was every take, every time you perform, you need to check your tuning before you do it. So I would recommend a chromatic tuner, because then you know that you're going to be bang on. Make sure that your harmonics, you know, your intonation on your guitar is great. That's the first thing. Make sure that your guitar is set up and good to go. And then tune up before we hit record. And then if we make a mistake, it's not a problem. We just go, right, let's go again on that. Always tune again. I can't stress this enough, because as things change, the environment in the studio changes. You play a little bit harder. If you've got new strings, you might not have bedded them in properly. You know, one of the big problems is that we get these fluctuations in tuning as we go. Well, if you lock that guitar every time, every take, it's going to have a massive impact on your, your outcome of your recordings. So for me, if I was going to record something on the guitar, let's pick a little riff. Little rock and roll riff like that, okay, loads of distortion, loads of overdrive, love it, it's great. Things like that. So for me, if I was to record that, I would chromatically tune the guitar. Okay, so guitar player comes in the studio in the band and we tune up, and he does his little take, okay? Then we go for take number 2, which we're going to double up. Now these are all probably going to be left side panned hard left guitar tracks. So we're going to make sure that we're tuned the same again. So we're going to put the chromatic tuner on and make sure that we go. And away we go. Take number 2. Again, we're happy with the take, it's a keeper, so we're going to get him to check the tuning, the chromatic tuner on again, and we go again. Take number 3. Getting the idea now, aren't you? Then we'll repeat it again. This is how I like to tend to do it. I like to layer up. So we're going to layer up 4 guitar parts, all tuned exactly the same, okay? Which is great, so we know that there's no tuning discrepancies on those 4 parts. Now you have got the luxury then, if you want, because we've got variations in timing and performance, which will set those performances apart a little bit, so you could keep 2 for the left and pan 2 for the right if you wanted to, which works brilliant, you know, and you know that your tuning's great and your timing's probably going to be good if you've played everything great on your session. But what I like to do, and this is a little tiny tip, is because guitars are such fickle instruments, I would keep those 4 parts and pan those in my session to the left hand side. Then what I would do is I would tune the guitar with harmonics. Oh no, not the dreaded harmonics, because we all know guitars don't tune perfectly, don't we? So a lot of guys will say tuning with harmonics is great and tuning with harmonics is wrong. I find that the little slight discrepancies on certain guitars make a massive difference on creating this wall of sound. So again, if you've never tuned with harmonics, there's loads of videos out there. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but it's literally 5th fret and 7th fret. So for an example, if I was on the A, 5th fret, right over the fret wire, and then the D, 7th fret, you notice the harmonics are the same. If I throw the D out, see what we get. So again, once we stop the oscillation, I'll show you again. So once we stop the oscillation, 5th fret on the A, 7th fret on the D. And I always tune up. So, you know, I'd go below the pitch and then bring the string up like that. So. So we've got the discrepancies, you know, we'd go across all your harmonics, check the videos out, there's loads out there, I might even put one up explaining how to do it. But those takes then will be my right-sided, pan-right side of the stereo field takes. So we've got a really locked to a chromatic tuner take on the left-hand side, but we've got very slight tuning issues with the harmonics on the guitar, which then give that little bit of light and shade for the listeners to actually pick up on, and they just realise that something isn't quite as accurate possibly as the other takes, which again gives that very slight performance mismatch, which jumps the guitar parts out at you. So again, take number 1, I would tune with the harmonics. Take number 2, again, tune up to your harmonics and do take number 2. And then tune up again, take number 3 and take number 4 and so on. And then you've got all the harmonic tuned guitar parts on the right and all the chromatic tuned guitar parts on the left. Now that's the secret that I always use, and I was taught that in the 80s in the studios when I was doing a lot of session work as well. So try it, you know, try it on your own projects. It's a great little tip, and for me it just makes that guitar part just shine a little bit more, I think. It's all the subtleties, I think, with production that make a difference. You know, it's not less is more, as they say, is the old phrase, I suppose. And this is one of those things that just a little tuning discrepancy caused by the harmonics makes that guitar just whoosh a little bit. So try it, see what you think. It's a good little tip for you, and I'm sure you'll probably stick with it for a long time and try it on your projects, like I say, forever and ever and ever. Remember the hashtag, it's Arena Studio Crew. You can actually check out all the socials. I'm on Instagram, the studio's on Facebook and Twitter, and like I say, Instagram, and obviously here on YouTube. So again, give us a like and a subscribe and a thumbs up and all that malarkey. And I'll see you very soon with another little tip on things that all happen with guitars and vocals and music production. Thanks for watching. See you soon.